Hey guys, Jennifer here with the Family Fudge, and welcome to Bunches of Lunches, Lily's birthday edition. This week we're celebrating Lily's 11th birthday with some super themed and really fun lunches that are all filled with her favorite things. So if you love fun but easy lunch ideas, make sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Okay friends, I'm kicking off this week with a My Little Pony themed lunch. Lily is a super fan when it comes to My Little Pony, and she says her favorite pony has to be Rainbow Dash. Now that's why for this lunch, I'm going to start by making a rainbow themed sweet treat first. Now guys, if you have never seen these rainbow Rice Krispies before, they are way different than the regular ones. These taste more like Fruity Pebbles. The pieces are very colorful and they're much larger too. They kind of look like confetti, which makes them perfect for a birthday. Now, since I need to put this lunch together quickly, I'm just making a single-sized serving in the microwave. To make this, all you have to do is take 1 tablespoon of butter. You're gonna pop this in the microwave for about 15 seconds. Then to this, you're going to add about 3/4 of a cup of mini marshmallows. Now, I'm gonna give this a mix, because I want all of the marshmallows to be coated in the butter. Then this goes back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. Now this part is optional, but I also like to add just a tiny splash of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. And now comes the cereal. I'm adding just 1 cup of cereal. I like these treats to be extra gooey and on the soft side. And you guys, when I'm making these for a lunchbox, I like to roll them into balls, that way they fit a lot easier. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside so they have time to set up, and then I can move on to Lily's main course. Now, I am happy to say that Lily isn't so picky about lunch meat anymore, but she still doesn't like mayo. So instead of that, I'm using some herbed cream cheese. Then in this sandwich, she also asked for lettuce, some ham, and some cheddar cheese. And you guys know I love a sandwich stamp. I love that Lily is a huge fan of My Little Pony because when I was little, I loved My Little Pony too. Although, when I was little, they looked quite different than they do now. Next, moving on to the fruit, I'm going to add some Applejack apples. I'm just using my crinkle cutter for this. And to keep these from turning brown, what I like to do is let them soak in a little bit of water with some salt in it. Now you guys, this does not make the apples taste salty at all, but it does help them from turning brown. You could also use lemon juice for this, but honestly, I don't always have lemons in the house, but I do always have salt, so it's just a lot easier. Next, for the veggie, I'm adding some Fluttershy's bunny treats. Fluttershy is the pony that loves her little bunny, so I'm just cutting these carrots into bunny shapes. Oh yes, and I cannot forget the ranch to go with them. Next, on the side, I'm putting together a Rarity raspberry parfait. I'm just adding some granola to the bottom, followed by some raspberry yogurt. Then on the top, I'm adding exactly 6 fresh raspberries. Now for a salty snack, I'm going to add some Twilight Twists. Now these totally remind me of the pony Twilight Sparkle's unicorn horn. And now you guys, right over here, I have just enough space for a couple of the Rainbow Dash Rice Krispie treats. And now last but not least, for Lily's drink, I'm packing her some Pinkie Pie Punch. Hey guys, today is Lily's actual birthday. We got all of her party decorations up last night and they turned out so cute. She decided on a Kuromi theme, and after school today, she wants to go to one of her favorite stores. But since today is her actual birthday, I'm sticking with our lunch tradition. I always start by having my kids fill out a birthday questionnaire. This has questions all about their current favorite things, and then I try to incorporate as many of those favorite things into their lunch as I can. So according to Lily, one of her favorite foods right now is mac and cheese, but not just any mac and cheese. She especially loves this new flavor. It's called Bling Bling Bacon. Guys, this is one of the mac and cheeses that has more protein in it. It's bacon flavored without having any bacon in it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and preheat Lily's thermos with some boiling hot water. And then to make this mac and cheese super quick, I'm using my Rapid Mac. All you have to do is pour your noodles in and then fill the water up to the line. Now this goes in the microwave for 4 minutes. When it comes out, you're gonna give it a stir, and then it goes back in for another 4 minutes. Now at this point, you can add your butter, you can add your milk. I'm gonna give this a stir, and then I'm going to add the cheese. And you guys, whenever I'm making mac and cheese, I always add a little bit extra milk because we really do not like a dry mac and cheese in our house. Plus, if your mac and cheese has more liquid in it, it's gonna stay hotter in the thermos for longer. So now that we have the main course done, it's time to move on to the fruit. Now Lily actually chose 2 favorite fruits. The first one being orange smiles. I'm just cutting this navel orange into slices, then I cut those slices in half. That way these are super easy to pick up and eat. Oh yes, and these don't have any seeds either. Now her second favorite fruit is mango, so I'm just adding some already chunked up mango right over here. For her veggies, Lily also picked out 2 favorites. The first one being cucumber. I just take my paring knife and I cut a zigzag all around the cucumber, just like I do when I'm cutting a kiwi. And then for her second veggie, she loves broccoli. She is my only child who does. Now, when it comes to a snack, Lily's #1 favorite has to be boiled peanuts. And honestly, this is not something that we used to eat when we lived in California. This is something that we were introduced to when we moved to Florida. They often sell this at like gas stations and places like that. I just buy this in a can and heat it up in my crock pot. To eat these, Lily just breaks them open and eats the peanuts right out of there. Now, the peanuts themselves are warm, they're kind of mushy, and they're also salty, so they're personally not my favorite, but Lily loves them. Now, these are a little bit messy to pack in a lunchbox, so instead I'm adding Lily's second favorite snack. These are called Pringle Mingles. This one happens to be the pickle and ranch flavor, and these are not really like regular Pringles. To me, they have more of a crouton consistency. And now you guys, moving on to the star of the show, or the star of the lunch, which is going to be the sweet treat. And again, this is a birthday tradition in our house. I've been making these special birthday sandwiches for literally years, and they're kind of inspired by Australian fairy bread. Usually fairy bread is just butter and sprinkles, but in my version, since this is a sweet treat, I'm going to be using another of Lily's favorite foods, which is this s'mores spread. This is kind of like Nutella, so I'll go ahead and add the s'mores spread, and then to the top piece of bread, I always like to use a cookie cutter to punch out however old my child's turning. So in Lily's case, we're adding an 11. And then it wouldn't be a birthday sandwich without the sprinkles. I'm just adding a little bit to fill in the spaces. And now finally for Lily's favorite drink, she chose chocolate milk, and I actually found this new chocolate milk Good to Grow. But you guys, I am so disappointed that the toppers for these aren't interchangeable with the regular toppers. That's kind of a bummer because, as you might know, we have a huge collection of Good to Grow toppers. And there you have it, guys, all of Lily's favorite foods in one lunch. We told Lily we could take her anywhere she wanted on her birthday. And even though we live in a place where we're surrounded by theme parks, she said the thing she really wanted to do was go to the antique mall. Now we did come here for Jackson's birthday back in December, and you guys, this isn't your typical granny style antique store. And it's not really a thrift store either. And that's because this place is packed with old collectibles and items from all the Disney parks and Universal Studios. There is seriously so much to see here. We usually spend over an hour every time we come. And for any of you guys who are my age, you'll probably recognize quite a few of these items. For today's lunch, I'm going with a Squishmallow theme. Lily loves Squishmallows and has a bunch of them in her room, and because she couldn't decide on which sandwich she wanted today, I'm gonna make her two, a main course sandwich and a sweet sandwich. Starting with the main sandwich, I'm adding some cream cheese again instead of mayo, but then in honor of Austin the avocado, I'm adding some guacamole. To go along with this, I'm adding some smoked turkey, and on top of that, some provolone cheese. You guys, with the turkey, avocado, and the provolone, it is such a tasty combination. Now, because this is a Squishmallow themed lunch, I'm turning this sandwich into Fifi the Fox. Now moving on to the sweet treat sandwich, Lily asked if I could make her a fluffer nutter sandwich since she saw me make a Ghostbusters themed one for her brother Jackson last week. Now personally, I think a fluffer nutter sandwich is perfect for a Squishmallow themed lunch because after all, the star of a fluffer nutter sandwich is the marshmallow. And check it out, you guys, I made this one into Cam the cat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stack both of these into Lily's lunchbox and then move on to the fruits. For Delita the dragon fruit, I'm adding some dragon fruit. This fruit looks so interesting with all the black seeds in there, and I'm just gonna scoop these into balls. For Scarlet Strawberry, I'm just adding some strawberries that I cut in half. And then for Maui Pineapple, I'm adding some pineapple. Now, I don't have any actual Squishmallow food pics, but I do have these guys, which are pretty close. For Carmichael the cucumber, I'm adding some cucumber. And for Carolina, I'm adding some carrots. Next, for a salty snack, I'm throwing in some veggie straws. And I'm adding some ranch. For one of the cutest Squishmallows, Popolina, I'm adding a taro bubble milk tea. Okay friends, now that brings us to Thursday, which was Halloween. Now you guys, let me know in the comments down below if you did anything fun for Halloween this year. The kids only had half a day of school, so for lunch we headed to the Magic Kingdom. Now for easy and affordable lunches in the park, I do like to bring some food and buy some food. I found all of these Disney themed items at Walmart. I picked up a couple of these foodles. These have apples, cheese crackers, and cheese cubes. I also packed some Toy Story packs. These ones also have some turkey jerky inside. I also found the cutest yogurt tubes. These ones have Bluey characters on them, and I did stick them in the freezer last night so they're nice and cold. Now it is hard to find veggies at Disney, so we did bring a little bit of veggies just in this little tray. I brought some Halloween drinks. We got a couple of orders of corn dog nuggets to share. These are like golden brown and crispy on the outside. They are so good. Oh yes, and we also brought our refillable popcorn bucket too, which is such a cheap snack to have while you're at Disney. After lunch, Lily got to pick any ride to go on, and she chose Space Mountain, which was perfect because it only had a 10-minute wait. Now you might have noticed I didn't pack any sweet treats because I knew we wanted to buy some Halloween ice cream. Now you guys, this one is actually candy corn flavored. This one has extra candy corn toppings and this one doesn't. But you guys have to let me know down below what you think about candy corn. I know some people really like it and some people really don't. After our sweet treat, we only had time for one more ride before we had to get back home for trick-or-treating. So you know we had to pick the Haunted Mansion. Okay guys, we have made it to the last lunch of Lily's birthday week. And for today, I have to go with a Kuromi theme. Now if you don't know who Kuromi is, she is a Sanrio character, kind of like Hello Kitty. But of course, Kuromi is a lot edgier and kind of spooky. After all, her birthday is on Halloween. Now, of course, Lily loves all things Kuromi. She had a Kuromi themed birthday. She got some Kuromi outfits for her birthday and some shoes. But to make a Kuromi themed lunch is kind of a challenge. And that's because her colors are purple, black, and white. And you guys, there aren't a ton of food options in those colors. But luckily, I was able to find this super adorable Kuromi waffle iron on Amazon. So for Lily's main course, I'm going to make some protein waffles. Now to make these waffles purple, I'm going to add some ube flavoring. Now you guys, we love anything ube flavored, but if you've never tried it, ube is basically a purple yam. So it's kind of like a sweet potato, but it's not too sweet, and it's really good in ice cream and baked goods. Now honestly you guys, this waffle iron is cute, but you can't really see the design super well. To go along with these waffles, I'm also packing a small container of syrup. Now for the rest of the black, purple, and white lunch, I'm doubling up on the fruit. First, I'm adding some black grapes, followed by some blackberries. And then, out of this entire bag of rainbow carrots, I'm gonna be stealing just the purple ones. Next, for a snack on the side, I made some skull cheeses. This is just like the decoration on Kuromi's clothes. I just took some mozzarella cheese, stuck it in my mold, and then popped it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Once it cooled down, I was left with this really cool design. For the salty snack, I picked up a bag of this white cheddar popcorn. Now I will be popping a lid on this just to make sure the popcorn doesn't get all soggy. Next, for the sweet treat, I found something that is both black and white that is also from Japan, just like Kuromi. I'm just adding a small pack of the cookies and cream Pocky. And then I'm finishing off this lunch with some drinkable yogurt on the side. I'd love to know in the comments down below, out of all of the lunches this week, which one did you like the best? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.